What's going on, Mr. Babe? So this is going to be part 2 of Our Ancestors, Our Foundation. If you have not watched part 1, you might want to go watch that first because it's a lot of notes. And yes, classes will be starting back up in November, at the end of November. So Our Ancestors and Our Foundations, part 2. Okay, once your space is created for your ancestors, start by lighting the candle. Okay, now the candle equals lighting the way. Okay, so it's just like, think of it as the lighthouse leads the ship to the shore. Okay, now the candle also is an offering of elevation to your ancestors. Okay, now when your candle is lit, you present it to the east, west, north, and south. It's symbolic, represents the crossroad. Okay, we use the crossroad because it's the meeting place for the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Okay, now it not only allows us to meet, but to commune. The crossroad is one of the most powerful places in the world. Okay, and it should be honored and utilized by the spiritual person. Okay, so we should always utilize our crossroads. Now we start at the east because the sun rises in the east and it represents newness and beginnings. Now, with that being said, once finished, no, let's run that back. With that being said, you have to understand the reason why you want everything on the east is because that's bringing it in. That is a side note for you guys. That's why you want everything on the east, because it's bringing it in. It's bringing it to you. It rises. The sun rises. Okay? When you're putting stuff on the west, that's taking it away. That's bringing it out, taking it away from you, going down. The north is cold and the south is hot. Okay, so then I'm also gonna do a video about talking about that, so we're gonna come back to that later, but that was just a side note for you guys. Now we are bringing the ancestors to us in the east and bringing in anything that they're giving us. So once finished with presenting to the 4 directions, place the candle down in the sacred space. Now, the water is a conduit for the spirits, meaning of travel, and a way of opening the doors so the spirits can come through. That's what your water is for. That is also an offering as well. Now, everything should be presented to the directions of the crossroads as mentioned earlier. Once you complete, you should say a prayer. Nothing fancy. Say what's actually on your heart. Say what comes to your heart, like answers I call on you. And you call them by their names and thank you for everything that you do for me. Thank you for everything that you are going to do for me, etc., etc. Don't say no half-ass prayer, though. Okay, don't make no half-ass prayer like, oh, okay, thank you, ancestors, then that's it. No, don't do no half-ass shit. Okay, you do some half-ass shit, you're going to get some half-ass shit. Now, either do it right or don't motherfucking do it at all. Once you feel you have completed the step, take a piece of fruit from the plate and eat it with them. Okay? Now, while eating, you should be listening to their voices, feel their presence, be thankful. You can hear, you can feel, you can taste, you can smell. Okay? Now, when it's time to remove your offering. Okay? You will know when it's time for you to remove it. Okay? Now, when you know, it'll because the food will change colors. And an example is like if you give your ancestors fresh black coffee. When you go to that altar again, you'll notice that the color of the coffee has changed colors. It's lower down in the cup, like you could tell like someone's been drinking it. Okay, now you can tell something got a hold of it, and at this point, the offering was accepted, and they partook in what was given to them. Now, with this being said, when they are finished with food, do not throw your food in the garbage. Why do not throw it in the garbage? Because that is dishonoring the offering that you were giving to them. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take it down to a tree. Find a tree, don't care what tree it is, find it. If you don't have a tree, you can also use it and put it inside your plants because, it helps grow your plants. Now, this is not a one and done situation. This is something that you need to continuously do. The more that you do this, the more that you build a relationship with them, the stronger the relationship begins, the stronger that the relationship grows, and the stronger that your power becomes. Okay, now, ancestors should be fed once a week. I'm saying once a week because if you're cooking every day you make new food, you'll be throwing your food away. Now, please do not use salt. And I mean the iodine salt, not seasoning salt. Season your food, people. Please season your food. But I'm talking about the regular salt. Why? Because that repels them. That takes it away. And just like how you throw salt to repel negativity, that's what it does. Now, if you think this is a lot, well, it is. It's called spiritual work for a motherfucking reason, people. Now, remember this. There is absolutely nothing that you are going to go through that your ancestors have not already went through. and came out of. Okay, either one way or another, you are your ancestors. You are your ancestors' representative, and they will give you the tools and assistance that you need to get through your work and through this life. So again, I'm going to tell you, you are their representative. Please do this work and do it with respect. Do not be disrespectful when you're doing it. Do not let nobody disrespect you or your ancestors in this process. I love you guys. I hope this worked. Thank you. I hope this works for you, and I hope you understand a little bit more. Not just I hope it works, I hope it works for you, because it does work. And I want you guys to understand this very clearly. Classes, again, starts at the end of November. I'll probably make it like in the middle of November, but we'll come back to that. You'll know, because I'll start telling you guys more about it. And I will be back with more information. If you like these videos, please make sure that you're sharing them, adding them to your favorites. So you can always come back and rewrite all the information down. If you have any questions, go ahead, drop it in the comment section. And I love you guys. Bye.